Well, we're right above the Hill Creek Formation right now. Pretty much from here up is Cenozoic, or tertiary deposits. Below us is Cretaceous. So we're right around the KT boundary right here where the Cretaceous period ended, the tertiary period began. We're looking at the end of the Mesozoic era. So this stuff represents about 67 million years ago. It's the very end of the dinosaurs. Above this area, we don't find any dinosaurs. Above us, just below. Why don't we find dinosaurs in Illinois? Well, because at the time that was pretty much all dry land. Out here right now, you're not going to get, if an animal dies out here, there's a very slim chance of it preserving. There's nothing to cover it up quickly. There's very slow sedimentation rates. This is similar, I guess, to the type of setting Illinois would have had during the Cretaceous. And this environment looked more like the Carolinas during that time period. If you guys want to know what dinosaur bone looks like, head back over this way. Where's this way? That's bone. We know it's bone because it's got a actual structure to it. Mm-hmm. It almost looks like wood, but it's got pores through the side then, those little dark holes where blood vessels went through. And it's got that grain to it where it's been weathered out. We can't say we didn't find anything. Got anything good up there? Not yet. You can't go very far without finding at least a piece of something. It may not be a very good piece of anything, but it's still there.
Yeah, I was surprised that I managed to, without having any kind of experience in paleontology, that I was able to go out and find, I found a Triceratops tooth on the first day and a couple of gar scales. But yeah, I was surprised that I was able to actually have results without having like prior experience in the field.
I thought it's going to be maybe like a bone here and there, or like little weathered pieces on the bottom, but there was actually quite a bit lying around. It just exposed.
I was walking around at the bottom of the butte and I noticed some bone fragments, and I noticed they were going up the hill through this little like washout gully, so I just kind of followed them up. I followed the trail. There was all sorts of it coming up this little valley over here, and
Yep.
I found this up here. Yeah, there's pieces of bone everywhere here.
Good eye. That's Thessaliosaur. Young one too. The neural spine's gone. We're sitting on a microsite. Very small one.
Okay.
We've got a microsite. And I wanted to find microvertebrate fossils, so the less mentioned little cousins of the big dinosaurs. So everybody loves T-Rex and Triceratops and the hadrosaurs, but nobody really pays much attention to the little crocodiles and turtles and birds and lizards and fish that are around there as well. So I wanted to find sites where we find the little bits of the junk piles, essentially, of the Cretaceous, the garbage heaps where all the other stuff kind of accumulated. Well, we've got something with sharp teeth no matter what.
Yep.
It's we've got part of a maxilla, and we've got teeth in it. It's an articulated piece. We have a very little croc skull. Who found it?
I was digging it out, but Dan actually found it.
Rock. That is we need Vinac, we need Paleobond, we've got a skull.
I found a piece of a crocodilian maxilla, and it still had teeth intact.
We've got little bits of teeth. Okay, the skull goes in a special bag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the foil from down at the car, so we can wrap that thing in it. Can you hold that for a little bit?
There are smaller pieces and stuff.
All the small pieces I want in there, all these tooth pieces I want individually wrapped.
Okay.
We've got a little baby croc, Borealisuchus. It's an extinct alligatorid.
I understood, the strata and everything, but I didn't realize that you find a small bone like that, and then you keep digging back and there's more. And then the biggest surprise on that first day was just flipping over what was already excavated and finding the maxilla of that crocodilian.
Yep, might want to go poke around down here. We've at least got the tip of a snout, but the fact that there's teeth in it, that's unreal.
Yeah.
And it came from right here?
Right here. I lifted
Well,
that. I lifted that piece up.
And that other piece is probably a squamosal or something. Yeah, we're gonna have
lifted that
to
piece up.
look all back
Because
there.
it looks like there's more stuff
Yes.
back over here too, right?
Yes.
Under Mark, right under Brad.
We've got a little tiny
This piece
skull.
that-
Oh, that's cute as that. That's friggin' adorable. We may just have the tip of a skull.
Okay.
That may be all we have, but still, that's phenomenal.
The rest of it might be here too.
I'm telling you what, that's
Here.
not trying to doubt you guys. That's more than I expected to find out here. We've got part of a skull with teeth in it. Christina and Dan discovered a partial maxilla of a crocodile from the Cretaceous called Borealis. This is the animal, the critter that we're always finding its teeth, but we've yet to really find any bones from it in the 6 years that we've been going out with Burpee Museum, or the 5 years we've been going out with Burpee Museum. We really haven't found many actual skeletal remains of this guy other than teeth. So it was really neat to be able to find even just a little part of the skull. And now we know there's part of the skull, but there might be more. So we'll go back next year, of course. Start putting the bits in there. You know, you're going to be gluing these back together.
Small, medium, small. With a little tiny paintbrush.
That's right. Maybe a toothbrush.
I'll go through the coal in the lab.
Slide. Get 'em. Got it.
There's that tooth piece in this bag here too.
Yeah, there is a piece of tooth in that thing.
There's still a little something right there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What I'm gonna do is, okay, I need that bucket. Somebody, please.
Right now I'm painting on a mixture of acetone and vinyl called Lilac. And the acetone of the vinyl soaks into the bone, the acetone evaporates out, and then it leaves the plastic vinyl inside. Works really well just to keep everything together and just keep it where it won't dry out anymore and crack. Yeah, this is a very typical thing. Actually, normally we'd want to do this while it's still in the ground, but it was removed and you didn't see it until it was pulled out.
You want to put anything on the cast, Joe?
Oh
No,
man!
we'll just wrap that up.
Oh,
And that's
that's right.
something.
We win.
Grand prize.
Too close.
Oh, I got a
We get the cookie.
shadow.
Who found this?
She did.
Okay.
It was too.
You're immortals.
Yeah.
Okay, hold that still, please.
God, that's beautiful.
Isn't it? And it comes out just.
And there's more.
Where's
Yeah,
the
there's-
rest?
Where's the
more.
rest? There's more of it in there. We also need to do one box of nothing. Just a random butte, go up, carve out a cube, put it in there for a control.
Oh,
For scientific control. I want to do one probably here, one there, and then one down there. So we get 3 different levels. Then we'll do one box of just the surface popcorn material to kind of see what's already been weathering out. Get a proportion of a cubic meter, or cubic foot, excuse me, of rock versus a cubic foot of topsoil or top sediment. Because this top stuff is obviously going to be a lot more concentrated because it's been accumulating things over the years. So my goal is to collect at least 15 cubic feet of material, so we're going to be over a third of the way done tomorrow. But we did collect a lot of microvertebrate material. We collected a lot of blocks of sediment that we found fossils in already. So hopefully over the next year as we process this material, we'll be able to just keep increasing the list of specimens and fauna that we have there. And it's getting really hot out here. It's probably around 101, 102. It's just gonna get hotter throughout the day. It's about probably 1:45 right now. And I wanna get out of here pretty soon. Go back to camp, relax, chill down with some cool water, some shade.